Now, many of you know by now that the South African ambassador to the United States, Mr. Ebrahim Rasool, has returned to South Africa yesterday, and this comes after he was suspended by saying some pretty not good comments about the Trump administration and Trump himself. He was suspended with immediate effect, and this obviously South African government or our leadership said they've received this and they will talk to him when he comes back. I remember last week the president of our country, Mr. Ramaphosa, said he will engage with him and find out what really transpired, right? But obviously I know that South Africa, we are not going to do anything about it because we are trying to bend our relationship with the United States of America. Now, with this, apparently right now in the GNU, this matter is taken very seriously because the DA leaders, Ms. Helen Zille, is fighting that the former DA leader, Tony Leon, gets to be the one to replace Mr. Ebrahim Rasool there by the United States or in Washington, D.C., where Mr. Ebrahim Rasool was working or where his offices were. Now, this is not going well because the ANC is also saying that, look, the GNU does not have to partake or participate into this. Foreign affairs issues like this remain or should be controlled or should be decided upon by the African National Congress, which this has been back and forth. In fact, our President Ramaphosa, said that there is no need to rush on the new appointment, but it appears that DA is saying there is a must to rush to appoint a new ambassador of South Africa to the United States of America. And on the other hand, there are also some of the ANC top leaders saying that let's quickly, or the ANC must quickly elect a new personnel to go and fill in that position that, of course, that position that South Africa was being represented by Mr. Ebrahim Rasool. Now, one thing that, of course, I think the ANC will want to fight this is because they know they can't really honestly trust the DA. It might make things worse, right? And also the DA also might be having their own things they want that can help them get closer to obviously the president of the United States of America, and therefore maybe, I don't know, helping them in some of the things that can make the ANC maybe to obviously feel threatened in the next coming elections. So DA is saying they want ex-DA leader Tony Leon to replace Mr. Ebrahim Rasool, but then the ANC is fighting this to say that no, GNU does not have to be involved on this one. This should be, or this issue should be looked at by the African National Congress. They're the ones that need to decide of who goes and replace Mr. Ebrahim Rasool. So there's been tensions, there's been debates, there's been arguments between the parties, and we will see what happens. But obviously, I think it's very important. This is an important position for the country, and someone that goes there should be someone that has got it in their heart. They are not going for their own agendas, but they are going there to represent South Africa as a whole, right? Which is why it's a very, very, very important, obviously, position to be filled, and it cannot just be anyone. There must be proper evaluation or assessment of the person who is going there. So yeah, this is what we are seeing. He is back. And by the way, Mr. Ebrahim Rasool said he doesn't regret anything he said about the Trump administration or Mr. Trump himself, which is something that obviously, yeah, it shows that he knew that some of these things maybe would come or they would be as aggressive as they are right now. But all he wanted to say was to say what he sees, the facts, what he is seeing on the ground. And because of saying what he said, yeah, he got suspended, he got expelled. And right now we are going to, or South Africa is in a mission to look for his replacement, or the person that will fill his post there in Washington, D.C. So it's still a long way, or there's still a long way to go. We still don't know what will happen, but it appears that parties are pushing that we quickly replace Mr. Ebrahim Rasool and we take our new representative in the United States of America. But like I said, it will be very critical. This is an important position because You don't want to take someone to the United States of America and represent us as our ambassador, and someone who would be backstabbing our current leadership. So yeah, man, this is what we are seeing, this is what is happening, and hopefully things get better with time, right? And the candidate that we find, or that ends up being agreed uh, to go and represent us in the United States of America, it is the best suitable candidate that has got the best interests of South Africa and its current leadership. Because if then we send out the wrong person, that is going to make things worse in South Africa. Already you know that there are tensions between us and the United States of America, and therefore it is very important that before we send someone out there, we re-evaluate everything. It can be a person from the ANC, a person from DA, a person from any other political party, but proper assessment needs to be done because we don't want to make things worse. We don't want to open a can of worms by taking someone who's going to make things worse for us there, right? So yeah, man, this is what we read. This is what is coming out about the latest developments with relating to our former representative or to the United States of America, Mr. Ebrahim Rasool. I just hope things can get better, and because at the end of the day, the current tensions that are there between South Africa and the United States of America needs to cool down, right? Because it's not good for anyone. It's not only South Africa that will hurt because of all this, or because of the tensions that continue arising. US will also feel the heat, because USA, you will know that they are not only imposing sanction and tariffs to South Africa alone, but there are also other countries which they are sort of like doing the same things they are doing to us. And that in itself, when those countries, I mean countries like China, they've already retaliated, Mexico, Canada, they are already retaliating. But us, over and above what has been done, or through it all, we have not said or retaliated by anything, which this shows us that, look, we are people of peace. Our country, it's a peaceful country, which of course speaks volumes about us, right? And at the end of the day, I think the United States of America will have to come down, because they are fighting us, we are not fighting them. All we said ever since this started is that obviously we shall not be bullied, or our president said we shall not be bullied. That is all that South Africa said. They never retaliated. They never said they are not stopping the precious metals to go to the United States of America. But our government is trying to engage with the Trump administration, trying to find ways and resolve the current issues that are there for both countries, right? But one thing that we have been seeing is that there's no progress that has been made. I mean, last week, Thursday, President Trump came and made some remarks when he heard that the former President Joe Biden's son was in South Africa. I mean, those comments we saw from that interview showed us that indeed there is no progress that has been made on the issue, and therefore there still needs to be interaction, because G20 summit is around the corner, and that summit is expected to transform not only our country but Africa as a whole, which is something that it's important that by when that summit arrives, everything is ironed out. If not, things get to be ironed out during that summit. Otherwise, with all that, thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. But don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so that at least you get notified every time I drop a new content. I will see you on the next one, and God bless you all.